Hey there. Normally in CSS, if you want to style elements that are next to or after another element, you can use the plus sign for the next direct sibling or the tilde key for any sibling. These let you style elements that come after the one you're hovering over. But what if you want to style the element that comes before the one you're hovering over? Well, we could use the CSS has pseudo-class to achieve this. So in my example here, I have a set of 8 cards with the class of my-card, and all I have so far is just a background color of teal applied with some transition properties. So if I wanted to target the siblings when I hover over one of the cards, I can say my card on hover, target the siblings with the class of my card, and we'll make the opacity 50% for this example. So now when I hover over one of the cards, all the subsequent siblings have the opacity down to 0.5. And if I was to change this tilde to a plus sign, I'm now going to affect the direct sibling, the next one. But what if I wanted to apply that same effect to the previous sibling? Well, I could use the has pseudo-class. So I can say my card has a sibling of my card hover, put the opacity to 50%. So now when I hover over one of my cards, both the previous and the next sibling have the opacity down to 0.5. And I can even do this for the second previous sibling. So I'll just copy this and paste it and then say my card has a sibling of my card and then another sibling of my card hover, and we'll make this opacity 0.2 so you can see the difference. So now when I hover over one of my cards, the previous sibling has the opacity at 0.5 and the one before that has the opacity at 0.2. Now you might think, how would this be beneficial? Well, if I just get rid of this quick example. So in this example right here, I have all of these cards with the class of my card, and they're wrapped in a parent container called card-gallery. And what I could do is I can say if card gallery has a my card that's being hovered, find my card that is not being hovered and turn the opacity down to 0.2 and scale the Y down to 0.2. I can also then target the next sibling and the previous sibling and turn the opacity down to 0.75 and scale the Y down to 0.75. And lastly, I'll target the second sibling, both next and previous, and turn that opacity to 0.5 and scale the Y down to 0.5. Then I can have a hover effect like this, where we have this unique kind of hover effect on the cards. And I also noticed that I have an important declaration on the opacity and the transform. That I have because if I don't have the important declaration, all of the cards will then have the 0.2 opacity and scale Y. So the important is to make sure that the next and previous sibling have the 0.75 opacity and the second siblings have the 0.5 opacity. So there you go, a quick and easy way we can use the CSS has pseudo-class to select previous siblings. Thank you for watching. See you next time.